Play to group time, play to eating, eating to play to diaper, bathroom, play to rest. These are all times that the children are transitioning. Are we missing any from this list, or do you think we've hit all those areas? Okay, good. So yes, we are doing this constantly. So what we look at in these transitions and in these times of the day is what kind of transition, what type of transition are we facing in these times? So you think about a routine transition would be that cleanup time, that bathroom time, that is a routine procedure that is going on in your program. So that's that type of transition, it's a routine. Reading and departing, that means, good morning and have a good night. All right, so those two they're important. And they happen so quickly, and they only happen, in the beginning and the end of your day. Sometimes they go by so fast that we forget how important that transition really is for the children. Giving directions or teaching new concepts. A big one is our favorite, hand washing. So there are times in transitions where we are teaching them new concepts. We're teaching them new skills. And so we have to be cognizant of that we are teaching in those moments. Moving to a new activity. So this can be going to centers, going to outside. This is usually a high energy time, right? We are going outside. We are going to centers. Very high energy time. So we need to be cognizant of that as well, that if this is a high energy time, we need to have something to get us moving and get us going, right? And then changing energy levels. So that transition from when we've been playing hard, going into nap time. Got to get soothing. Got to get them ready to rest. Because they're ready for it, whether they believe it or not. They're ready for nap time, usually. And then waking them up. So again, that's an important time. Waking them up for nap time. We want them to wake up on the right side of the cot, right? Not the wrong side of the cot. We want them to get up energized and ready for their afternoon. Eat, that's right. Roll off their cot, eat. They're ready for that snack. So these are all the types of transitions that we are running to as we look through our daily schedule. So as we look through that list, you can see where each of those times of the day fall into these different types of transitions. So we're going to watch a video about some different ways that we can transition. And I'm going to pray that the sound is not too loud for you all. I've turned it down. I have it pulled up. I don't know where it's at. My window disappeared. But that's okay. We'll make it work.
Hey everyone, this is Ashley from Lovely Commotion. Today I want to share with you some transition songs that I use in my preschool classroom to help my kids get through all those transitions throughout the day. You will notice that when I sing these songs that they're pretty short and pretty sweet and pretty easy. And the reason I like my songs this way is, one, students can catch on easily. Two, I don't have to learn a lot of verses to songs, and I can remember them easily. And it really just helps my students know what's expected of them. I also do not change my transition songs through the year because I feel like it's important that as soon as I start that song, my children know what's expected of them and can easily do it. Let's get started with one of the transitions that I like to use to get my kiddos to come to the perfect and have a seat. It goes like this. Come, come, come sit down. Come, come, come sit down. Come, come, come sit down. It's time for circle time. Now, obviously, you could add in story time, music time, any of those to that to make it work for whatever situation you're in. The next transition I want to share is to get your children to quiet down. You may have walked them to the carpet, but that doesn't mean that they're ready to learn. So one that I do is a pretty common one. It just goes open and shut, then open and shut, then give a little clap, clap, clap. shut them, open them, shut them, put them in your lap, lap, lap. And obviously, with open and shut, they're going to open their hands up wide and then shut them up into a ball. When it's time to get students to line up to leave the classroom, the best thing that I found is using those shaped notepads that you can get from the teacher's store, just the little ones. They now have a Dollar Tree too, I believe. And I wrote numbers on them, 1 to 10, because I have 10 students. And I taped them to the floor in a line where I would like them to line up. And when I start singing our song, they know it's time to line up. Find an apple, find an apple, find an apple today. Put your 2 feet, put your 2 feet, put your 2 feet on an apple. Now, obviously, we have apple graphics on the floor, but you could add whatever graphic you find or want into the song, and when the song ends, students know that they should be lined up and ready to go. And now comes every child's least favorite part of the day, cleanup time. For cleanup transition, I have a bell ringer as one of my helpers, and they ring a bell to signify that cleanup time has started, and then we all sing this song together. Clean up, everybody, everywhere, clean up, everybody do your share. And we just keep repeating the song as we clean up. I like that it reminds my students that everyone is responsible for cleaning up. I have 2 more transition songs for you. The next one is Find a Book, and I use this transition for when my kiddos are coming in from outside, getting ready for snack, and they are waiting to wash their hands because we only have 1 sink, so they have to find a book while their friends are washing. It goes, find a book, sit and open it up in your lap, find a book. And last, I have a song that I like to teach my students to sing while they wash their hands. Sometimes students can just run it underwater and think it's wash, so we like to sing this song. Wash, wash, wash your hands, scrub, bubble, scrub. Wash the germs right down the drain, gurgle, gurgle, glub. Thank you all for watching this video on transitions. I hope that you found some ideas that you can take and use in your classroom to make your transitions go a little bit more smoothly. If you're looking for other preschool ideas, check out lovelycommotion.com. I also have a Teachers Pay Teachers store. If you go to teacherspayteachers.com and search for Lovely Commotion, you can find me there. Thanks again.
Okay. So pretty neat, huh? Some pretty neat songs. There. Now, one thing I do want you to be mindful of with the environment rating skills is be careful about using books and transitions. Kathy was sitting there like, that video said use books. What happens when we constantly make children look at books during transitions? They get disinterested. They don't want to touch a book. They're over. You are making me read when I don't want to read. Why am I going to read when it's open? Right? So we want to be careful with that. But a different way you can use that song is if you see that children are in the reading center and maybe they're not using the books appropriately, find a book. Find a book. Put it in your lap. Open it up. Find a book. What are you reading about? That's a great way to kind of get their attention. Remind them quietly. You can quietly sing it to them. Remind them, oh yeah, I'm in the reading center. That means I need to be, looking at these books. Or if I want to go do something else, I can move somewhere else. So that's a different way you could use that. And again, it is your choice. So if you like using books during your transitions, that's fine. But just being mindful of that. And it's really great because with all transition songs, you can use them in a lot of different ways. So ways of transitioning. So what we saw in the video was she used songs. That was her go-to for transitions. She chose to use songs. And we're doing that a good bit tonight as well with songs. You can also use chants. So Boom Chicka Boom is more of a chant, right? Getting that blood flowing. They love Boom Chicka Boom. So songs or chants. It's very important to use a familiar tune when you're using songs or chants for transitions. The children will pick up on it a little bit easier if they know that tune. So you may use Where's Thumpkin, because that's a very familiar tune and children can pick up on that pretty easily. Playing music. So, who all knows Sean Brown?
Yes.
That transition CD? Right? That man, he knows what he's doing with that transition CD. And that's the one I always think of when I think about music or playing music for transitions. Because his music, those transition songs, gives you directions right there in the song. So, playing music. But you can use this a couple different ways. You can play certain types of music to let children know that the day is changing. What is something we normally do at nap time? Go to sleep. Very good. What kind of music? Do we put Sean Brown on at nap time?
No. Lullabies.
Lullabies. And why are we doing that?
Calm them down.
Calm them down. So those children know when the lullabies come on, oh, you must be getting ready for nap time.
Make everybody sing.
Everybody's sleeping. So using music to let children know that's a way that you're transitioning. Props. Props. Does anybody use props during their transition? Anybody? Anybody? Oh, I'm going to make you a prop believer. Because I have tonight my magic wand. This is my magic wand. See, my magic wand. It is magical because it takes us wherever we want to go. If we want to go to the playground, our wand's going to get us there. If we want to go to Centers, our wand's going to get us there. This is my magical wand, and it's going to take us. Now, can it take us to Disney World? We got to talk to Mom and Dad about that. But it is my magical wand. Now, really, is this magical? Is there anything special about my wand? How dare you? Yes, there is. I put a lot of work. Literally, this ribbon was falling off. I had to doctor it today. But no, there's nothing really special about this wand. But if I make it special, if I make it magical, those children are going to believe that this wand can do anything for our classroom, right? So this be your magical wand. Barney had a magical wand? I forgot about that. Use your imagination, that's right. We can go anywhere in our classroom with our magical wand. A scarf. A scarf. So maybe I just want to quietly signal the children, slow us down. And you know that if you see me walking around with my scarf, oh, we must be getting ready to do something different. I don't have to say anything. I don't have to do anything but wave my scarf. And you know something's coming. Now this special. And oh, she's telling me something. It's almost time for lunch. She has talked to the cook and lunch will be here in 10 minutes. So what do we got to do? What do we got to do? That's right, now wash your hands and get ready for lunch. Just a beanbag. That's all she is. Don't tell her I said that, but that's all she is a ladybug beanbag. But again, this is a great way to get the children's attention. Ladybug only comes out during transitions. So props can really help you during those times. If you have children that just, their eyes catch when these kind of things come out, then props may be the way to go during transitions. And you can use them in so many different ways. I had one lady that suggested that with a scarf, she would have a different color scarf for different transitions. So if it was outside transition, she was going to have a blue scarf. If it was lunchtime transition, she was going to have a red scarf. That way the children knew by the color scarf what was about to happen. So props can be used in so many different ways. And then individual announcements, letting a child be a helper. So we all have a child that just has a really hard time making that transition, right? It's just hard. It's just hard changing. I'm so settled in what I'm doing. I don't care about outside. I'm just so happy in what I'm doing right now. I don't want that transition. You keep that transition. You go. I'm going to stay here, right? We all know a child in the class that has a hard time with transitions. So maybe that child needs a job. Maybe they need to be your helper. Maybe they need to carry the wand around, of course, safety first, making sure they're not going to poke you first, but maybe they need to carry the wand and walk with you and let everyone know. Amy, will you tell Barbara that it's time to clean up? Barbara, it's time to clean up. And going around and helping you tell everybody. That gets them ready for that transition. So by the time they told everybody it's time to clean up or it's time to go outside, they're ready to go too because they've helped you in that transition. So when you have children that just need those extra moments, let them make those individual announcements. Or maybe you just need to give a child a little more time. We're going to talk about that a little bit more. But those individual announcements can really help get children ready. And it's a way to get them into that transition. Now, one thing we want to stay away from when we're doing transitions is only telling them to transition without telling them how to transition, right? So if I want you to clean up, but I don't tell you or help you with clean up or how to clean up, are you going to know what to do? No. If I just said, let's go, you're all looking at me now like, what? Do I need to bring my stuff? Do I need to bring a pen? Do I need to bring a paper? Are we coming back? All these questions start running through your head, right? That's what happens to children when we just tell them without giving them a way to do it. They have questions. Well, what are we doing? Where are we going? Why? Are we coming back to the classroom? Are we not coming back to the classroom? Are we going to eat? Are we not going to eat? There's too many things going on. So we have to give them a way to get through these transitions. And so using all of these ways can help them get through that transition. So we've been talking about songs, and now it's your turn to create a transition song. So you are going to create one for cleanup, coming inside, and for hand washing. Now you cannot cheat and use my songs from tonight. You have to create your own song. I didn't give them to you for free. You got to work for them. So you can work with a partner, or you can do this individually. But you're going to come up with 3 songs: one for cleanup, one for coming inside, and one for hand washing. You can do it together or individually.
They want you talking about. First you put the soap in what? That's the same. Right, soap? Y'all ready? Y'all do it by yourself? Come on, everybody, let's clean. Come on, everybody, let's clean. Get up the toys, get up blocks, get up everything.
There you go. Write that down. Write that down so you can remember it.
Get up the blocks. Come on, that's everybody. Clap, clap inside.
Come out to the inside.
Yeah, that's a good one. Now get on board. Let's move this train. Get on the inside, right down. Get on. I tell me
I did want the hand wash.
I think kids are better to do that.
I like it. Yeah, something cool. That's right.
you're home daycare.
Only they can snap it at me, right? That's right. They tap their feet with it.
All right, I got the wash,
From Hinesville. In Hinesville.
You hear that?
So you can bring on
The singing I'm hearing.
Not March the 1st was 19.
Trying to remember, that's hard.
This is the way we wash our hands. Get up, get the water running, get so much sun, get the sun. This is the way we wash our hands. What? Y'all don't make up a song that time. Yeah, you go. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, keep good to the arm. She gave me some. She was easy. Oh, I know. Like she has some stuff. You got two?
She do too.
It works.
She said they will work for the second.
You better get you some walk around all day. We got our song.
You ready to share one? Your son. Which one?
I want to buy some insurance. See, insurance representative.
Yeah.
Next to Disney. Which one that is? This should go down. We thought we should have did this.
You was gonna see if she can pull her.
I know somebody do it, Angela. Angela pull your teeth. Angela Ross. No, she just get hers right there. She'll look.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's pressed on. That's what.
I know, it's hard. You're not doing it in the moment, right?
Satisfaction.
right, everybody good?
Okay.
Everybody good? All right, so someone, don't get shy on me now. Don't get shy on me now. Someone share their cleanup song with us.
Sing that song. You sing it.
Somebody share their cleanup song with us. Come on. I just see that glimmer. You're like, yes, give me the microphone. Do it.
You want me to say?
Yeah. They're all gonna write down your song.
Come on, everybody, let's clean up, clean up, clean up. Come on, everybody, get the pots, get the pans, get the... Let's clean up, clean up. Wash the dishes, everything.
There you go. There you go. All right. All right, now listen up. Listen. You may miss something if you're not listening to these songs.
If you're happy and you know it, clean up toys. If you're happy and you know it, clean up toys. If you're happy and you know it, clean up toys. If you're happy and you know it, clean up toys.
There you go. There you go. Maybe it'll change their attitude about cleanup, right? Like, oh my God, I like to clean up. Yeah, I do this. Yeah, I'm happy now. Right. All right, anybody else? Anybody else want to share their cleanup songs? See y'all prepping for one.
She got
Y'all
one
prepping
jamming
for
on
something
there.
over there. All right, what about coming inside? I know this one was a little harder. I heard some people saying, okay, this one's a little harder. Coming inside, go ahead.
Outside time is over. Outside time is over. Come and sit on the mat. Come and sit on the mat. Come and sit on the mat.
Remember that one?
Everybody show everybody show us. Anyone want to follow that? Yeah, Kathy wants to share one.
I don't want to go outside and say, okay, where is my conductor? Where's my caboose? Let's get this train started.
Ain't you sing like a train?
Line up.
All aboard the choo-choo train. All aboard the choo-choo train.
That's a good one.
All aboard the choo-choo train. We're going in, choo-choo.
That was a good one.
Alright, did you get all that from Kathy and your next visit or Shannon?
I'm just typing up.
Oh, she's not going for you now. Alright, anyone else have come in inside song they want to share? You can?
Share your song.
There you go. So we're trying to find something inside. So come inside and we'll find it. That's great. What about hand washing? Now I know we've all got a
Do it.
hand
Say
washing song. We got a singer in the back. I see fingers pointing somebody in the back.
Yeah, we have one.
Okay.
Rub, rub, rubbing, soap and suds, soap and suds.
Soap
Just
and suds. Let's keep saying it.
Soap
Soap and suds.
Soap and suds.
There you
Rub
go.
your hands.
Easy to remember because you're just repeating the same thing over and
Over
over.
and over and over.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Anyone else? Go ahead.
Wash, wash, wash my hands, lay the head again. Rub and scrub and rub and scrub. Don't go down the drain.
Ooh. Very nice. Very good. We used to do that same tune, but we would say, wash, wash, wash your hands, wash them nice and clean. Scrub on top, scrub on bottom, and fingers in between. So that's fun how you can use that same tune, and you can use it, you can add different words to it. So that was really neat, because when you started singing, I was like, oh, she knows my hand washing song. But then you have different words, so that's great. That's great. That's fun. That's a great tune. I hear that song a lot in child care programs and in family child care. That tune of a hand washing song. But the words are always a little bit different. But when you hear those children singing that hand washing song, oh, it makes you feel good, right? It makes you feel good when you hear them singing that hand washing song. Does anybody else have a hand washing song they want to share?
Yeah, we got it.
All right, ladies.
Uh-oh.
Put the water in your hand and rinse, rinse, rinse. Put the soap in your hand and wash, wash, wash. Then rinse them once again. Grab a towel, it's the end. This is the way we wash our hands.
So, Sean Rome has a competition apparently this morning. I used to say if I had written down every transition song I came up with, I would be a millionaire. I could be Sean Brown right now. So you just came up with 3 new or maybe newer version of something you were already using, but 3 versions of a song that you could use for different transitions. And songs are a fun way to go. And how many of us truly make up songs in the moment? You have to, right? You have to. You have to. Sometimes it's just, oh, we're in a transition. All right, let's sing, because that's what you can go to. Yes. So having these in your back pocket can really help you in those moments. So anytime you know you've got transition and you're like, oh, you know what, we need a song for this. Just think of a tune like you did just now. Write it out, sing it out, put some movement to it, and you're going to get into the groove of creating a song for your transitions. If you have older children, let them help you. Let them help you fill in the gaps with what should we say here, or what tune should we use, what song do you want to use. So you can do that with some of the older children, and some of your toddlers are going to pitch in too. So that if you've got a mixed age group, or if you work with multiple ages, they can pitch in too. They're going to tell you what song they want to sing, right? They're going to tell you, oh, we are singing this song because that's my favorite song, and we're just going to change the words to it.
I was thinking about like the song that they were singing in the daycare, Baby Shark.
Yes.
Oh, they love
Yes. Oh, let's see. Okay, Baby Shark. Let's think of
Baby
something.
Shark,
Y'all
that's
help me.
all them.
We're gonna do this now. This is clean up. Let's clean up. Do 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 do. Let's clean up. Do 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 do. Let's clean up. Do 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 do. Let's clean up. It's time to what?
Come inside.
Do 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 do. It's time to come inside. No, that's too long.
Come inside.
Do 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 do. Come inside. Do 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 do. Come inside. Do 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 do. Come inside.
Wash your hands.
Do 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 do. Wash your hands. Do 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 do. Wash your hands. Do 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 do. Wash your hands. On the road. Do 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 do. Sit on the road. Do 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 do. Sit on the road. Do 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 do. Sit on the road.
Let's go home.
Look, now you can change that. Let's go home, my So see, all it takes is a familiar tune, figuring out the words, and y'all just came up. Oh, all of y'all are going tomorrow. I see it now. All going back tomorrow, and you're going to do a transition song with Baby Shark. But that's great when you've got write that up for us. Write that down. Because there's songs that they become popular, like Baby Shark. That is not a new song, but it is popular right now. We were talking about Johnny. Johnny.